Hey guys, Tommy and Alex here, and we are out here on our off-road trail in a Colorado snowstorm. Actually, we're not supposed to start the video here at all, but we're 15 feet into the trail, and I'm already completely stuck in Baja Bob, our off-road new Beetle. Let me show you. So in this video, Alex and I are just gonna try to get to the start of our trail where we do our stand-ups, and that's gonna mean blasting through some snow. We've got our Land Rover We got a Land Rover Discovery 2 there to pull us out when we get stuck, and hopefully we'll get to do some winching. But first, let me see if I can bash through the snow to get to the flatter part. So I've made it negative 10 feet and I'm restuck. So I'm gonna have to winch with the Land Rover to get it onto some flatter ground and then see if we can zip through this little turn to get to the flatter ground, and then, I don't know, we'll see if we can get any higher, but we may be donezo here already. This is actually funny. This is one of the few times we've actually needed to winch using the Land Rover, which is ironic because it's being sold this week. Ah well. One last hurrah is what I say. Going well. This is why I love wheeling in the snow, Alex. So you can actually see right there is a house, and just past the house they stopped plowing and immediately we're stuck. Now I like to say that you don't always need all-wheel drive. Sometimes it's overrated in the snow. You do need it for this bit. So got my D-ring here, and it doesn't fit super well. Classic. What the frick? It's too heavy duty. They all the same? I'm sure they're all the same. Yeah. Alright then. We can use length of chain. So already we're running into issues. The loop, recovery loop on the Volkswagen in the rear is too small to accept our D-ring, and we don't have a hook on the end of our winch line. We have this closed loop Factor 55 system, so I've made a nice little loop here out of a length of chain, which is holding well, as you can see. All right, Alex, take it a little time.
Nice.
Alex and I just winched the bug back just a few feet onto some flatter plowed ground. Now for this rough section, I'm gonna take a wide angle and just floor it and see if we get stuck again.
Tommy just disappeared into the trees. He wants a big running start for this one. He might be stuck again, where we just winched him to. Running start didn't work. He's gonna back the Landy up and give himself some more room. Every time he backs it up, it just gets stuck again. He can't even move up an inch. Tommy's gonna back the Landy all the way out of this trail to where the road is plowed, and then pull the Beetle back there and start from pavement basically, and then work our way into the snowy area with a lot of speed. See if you can fling it around this corner, and it gets much flatter over there. He's got some speed this time. Look at that! Go! And he's stuck.
Okay, so what we have learned today is that Baja Bob is useless in the deep snow. Just awful, even with their snow-rated KO2s. Come on, Bob! Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop! Hurry! Ha! First attempt unsuccessful, had to winch out. We're gonna try a slightly less aggressive portion of the trail and maintain momentum. And I think we should have a better shot at it. Looks a little bit less deep here as well, so I'm going to try to maintain momentum and not go off the cliff. So let's see how it goes. I'm really zipping along now here at this first section. So far so good. KO2s are gripping nicely. Back up a hill here. I'm going to try to maintain some momentum, because that's what you have to do in these little Baja bugs. You know what? It's doing pretty good. Come on, Alex, keep up. Mr. Land Rover there. Yeah, so this is a 2000 Volkswagen Beetle GLS with a Stage 2 lift kit from VW Lift Kits. So it sits about 4 inches higher than stock with these oversized KO2 tires. Open differentials in the front, custom skid plate, of course custom paint job. And I'm actually finding as long as you keep some momentum, it's not bad at all out here. I'm kind of impressed actually. Now this Volkswagen Beetle, as we proved in the opening sequence, is kind of crap in this deep snow. We probably have 4, 5, 6 inches of snow in places here. So you have to keep the RPM high and keep the vehicle moving in a forward direction, or you're just going to get totally bogged down. Luckily, however, even though I know there are some fairly big rocks hidden underneath some of this snow, I'm having no problem keeping this little bug going in the right direction. Look at this. I mean, the whole trail here is just pure ice. That is incredible. Ice, ice. How about in the middle? Ice. I mean, literally the whole thing. And the scary part is, if you look over here, that's quite the drop. So I say we go till we can find a nice little turnaround and then turn around. What do you say?
Sounds like a plan. It's pretty scary even on your feet. I've fallen like 3 times already.
Yeah, it's not going well.
No.
I just want to get out of here at this point. Oh good, now the parking brake is flashing. Grip, grip, grip. Oh, so close. There we go, come on. Don't let it stop, don't let it stop. Just keep driving it, keep driving it. There we go. And we're back in business. I hate this now, I really hate this. This is dangerous. Can't see much. The side of a cliff right next to me. I'm just ready to get off the mountain at this point. And I can't stop, because the second I stop, I'm donezo. I just get stuck on that sheet of ice that's underneath the snow again. So we're going to keep driving like this until we come to a point where we can turn off. Because at this rate, there's no way in heck this car is going to be able to turn around. Okay, looking for a turn off. Maybe around this corner we'll have an option to turn around. So this is a Switzerland trail, and this used to be an old train trestle that ran deep into the Rocky Mountains, up through a little town called Gold Hill. One-wheel drive up here is not ideal, if I'm being honest. It's not really what you want. Come on, car. Oh, it's getting deep here. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Floored, I'm floored to the floor. Just have to get through this little section, I think. Come on, car. Oh, that's it. I'm stuck now. So we said we were gonna try to get the bug stuck. We got it stuck, as Alex says, without even trying, right?
Without trying, it was pretty easy.
Yeah, so it was nice and flat, kind of groomed, and then we got into these big ruts, which are probably 8 inches deep. And you can see here, you know, the nose is buried. And I was throttled down too. And then of course tires are buried too. So we're gonna grab the Land Rover and try to winch us over to that little turnaround point, get this thing turned around, and then point it in the right direction. That's the plan. You wanna go stand by the Land Rover?
You ready?
All right, dude, winching. So we've come to a little bluff here, but the good thing is I think it's flat enough and there's not as much ice under this bluff as there is kind of in the main trail. So I'm gonna try to back the Beetle in, see if we can get it turned around, pointed the right direction. How am I looking?
You're good.
Classic. Oh yeah.
Nice. That was pretty easy.
So what have we learned off-roading in our Volkswagen lifted bug? Well, it doesn't do so hot in the snow. And that's to be expected. Front wheel drive, open diffs, no traction control. And even though it's pretty light, it's not that light, you know what I mean? I mean, it can't overcome the laws of physics, perhaps unsurprisingly. Having said that, it is super light when winching out, so winching has not been a challenge whatsoever, which is a pretty good thing. All in all, it was a fun day on the mountain. Now, a couple things to keep in mind is we weren't necessarily operating under proper trail recovery practices. So if you're winching at home, always use something like a winch blanket to put over the line in case it snaps. It's not going to go flying back and hurt someone. In this case, I took a calculated risk. The car is so light and it was just barely stuck. A light tug would get it unstuck, but please always be sure to use a winch blanket on these recoveries using a winch. But it could have gone a lot worse. I mean, literally that is a 2,000 foot drop and I'm in front wheel drive with no ABS and a Volkswagen Beetle in 4 or 5 inch snow here. So I think all in all, it went pretty darn well, and I'm actually somewhat pleased with how the Volkswagen did. I mean, I keep forgetting that it's not the Land Rover Discovery in front of me. This is just a wee little, essentially Golf underneath with a little bit of a lift and some big tires. And I think if that Land Rover had been leading, we could have done the whole trail if he had pulled me out on some of the sections. But all in all, it was a fun day out here. We made it down. Both Alex and I are still somewhat alive. We've each fallen about 3 times, and literally you can see why here. I mean, look, you sweep away the snow here and check out. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. This entire trail is just covered in pure ice. Not even like rocks and ice. I mean, the rocks are underneath the ice. That's how thick it is. You can go ice skating down this. All in all, Volkswagen Beetle hasn't died, although apparently that headlight has. But we're gonna try to bring it on home, come out here once it thaws out, and really get some speed up, see what this thing can do. As always, this is Tommy, and behind the camera,
Alex.
Head over to tfloffroad.com for the latest and greatest in Baja Bob snowy off-road videos.